If you're a Disney fan, you might be well aware of the Voices of Liberty, who often show up in the American Pavilion at Epcot and other events like the Candlelight Processional. Well, it seems they're getting a costume change and nobody likes it. Let's talk about that on That Park Place.
We have a new costume debut here. And what costume are we seeing? We're seeing the Voices of Liberty. This is kind of an interesting story because the Voices of Liberty, I don't know if anybody's really known this, but they have not had costumes since, I believe, 2020, when the parks came back online from being shut down. A lot of people were questioning, why in the world do they not have costumes? And it was the weirdest thing.
This looks like a high school choir, right?
Yes.
You know? And returning to, the old Victorian costumes would have been a no-brainer. Why are we going with Rainbow Solution on the stuff that's here, though?
It was very, very strange. And for people who are unfamiliar, the Voices of Liberty are a group that sing at the American Adventure Pavilion at Epcot. They've also sung at for a short, brief time there at the Opera House at Disneyland back. I believe George Kalogridis was the president of Disneyland Resort at the time there. You can see how ornate these costumes have been in the past. This is a very early photo. This is a more modern photo that you see right here. Have they also performed at the Hall of Presidents in Magic Kingdom Culture?
If I remember correctly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a period of time. Wow, look at that.
Right? You can see how ornate these costumes are. You can see how beautiful they are. And it was really a sight to see because not only did they sound amazing, the Voices of Liberty just kill it every single time. They are phenomenal performers, but their costumes really elevated their production. And really, it felt like a premium experience that, you so desperately pay for when you actually enter these parks here. So you can kind of see that. But now we have costumes coming back, which is good. Hey, Disney, all the credit in the world. We're bringing costumes back, and they no longer look like whatever this is. But I think a lot of people were disappointed as to the quality of these costumes. Culture, go ahead.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, these are obviously a joke, but I will agree with you 100% there. Can you show the new ones?
I can show the new ones. Let's go ahead and get into it. Behind the scenes, crafting new Voices of Liberty costumes. This on the Disney Parks blog, published January 14th, 2025. Here you go. Those are the costumes at play there. Let's see what they say about them. The Epcot International Festival of the Arts is a time to celebrate visual, performing, and culinary arts. This year, at the start of the festival, we will get to see the art of costume design with the debut of new Voices of Liberty costumes. This new look for the beloved Campbell group will be featured year-round except during the holidays, of course, and the costumes are the product of talent, time, and careful design. To get a closer look at the artistry and effort behind these creations, I sat down with the talented costume design and production team at Disney Live Entertainment responsible for these new looks. You can see right here, they emphasize that comfort was part of their construction, and they say that the people that are going to be wearing these costumes here are going to be wearing them for quite some time in the Floridian heat and so forth. So they wanted to go ahead and make it more accessible that way. You can see the quality of these costumes right here. This is the largest photo I can provide you. Not nearly as ornate as the costume designs before. And so I think they're couching this in this kind of like, hey, people of all sizes and people can fit in these costumes and be comfortable while wearing them. Yeah. I don't really think that's the case. Culture.
No, the reason is they don't have the talent they used to have in costume and wardrobe, and they haven't for a while, which would explain the high school choir look that they had before. Again, when it comes down to it, the entertainment department's more than just the performers. It's everybody that supports the performers, which is, the people that build the costumes and everything else. They've lost so much talent in so many ways. So you can make more comfortable clothing for people to wear, despite perhaps their ornateness. These probably weren't terribly uncomfortable. And I will also say this to you out loud. These people perform indoors in a rotunda primarily in lovely air conditioning, which is one of the reasons why guests escape to this rotunda whenever they pass by the American experience. So
yes, it is so it's so bizarre that they're using these excuses like comfortability and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you are in a role, you are on stage. And now I'm sure there were complaints regarding the comfortability of costumes before, but I don't know, it was just kind of something that these actors endured for this amount of time. I didn't really hear, at least through my circles, that there was like a big outrage, like, oh, these had to be simpler designs. This seems to me both. Go ahead, Culture.
No. I was just gonna say if you think about it, Vash, and I think you probably have a background in theater as well, but you used to wear incredibly uncomfortable things under ridiculously hot lights.
Yes.
That's not what's happening here. So if you get one of these roles, you kind of signed up for some situations that maybe aren't so comfortable. In fact, if any of the entertainment roles are going to be uncomfortable, this was the most comfortable role you could get as a performer at Disney, because largely you are inside all the time.
I love this comment right here. Tom F. Looks like something from a thrift store. You're exactly right, Culture. You are on stage. You are playing a role. You're going to have to be maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but especially when you're in that, those amazing rooms and within that facade of the American Adventure Pavilion, it kind of all made sense. They say this about this: we wanted to create a cohesive look that celebrated the grandness of the rotunda in which they perform and the impact of their musical presentation through incorporating a visual aesthetic of music itself, explained Josh, costume designer with Live Entertainment. They do say something about this. Oh yeah, they say that we're going to be it's recycled materials and so forth. It's like,
who cares?
What? Wait a minute, recycled materials. This is absolutely a downgrade. When we fit our performers for costumes, we make sure they demonstrate movements they might make during the show, which can vary person to person. For example, vocal captions use a wide range of arm movement while conducting, so comfort and mobility in the back and shoulders is of extra importance. That's weird, because the Voices of Liberty almost never move when they're actually performing. I mean, you do have some people who may put their arms out, but I mean, they're very stoic.
Is there going to be a jazz choir stuff going on here? Are we going to start?
I don't know.
Are they going to start shuffle? Are they going to start shuffle dancing now? That I don't remember that back from that period of time. But hey,
I look. This I think is a cost-saving exercise. Every single thing we're seeing, by the way, from the Walt Disney Company, at least when it comes to the parks division,
downgrade.
Is a downgrade in order to save on costs. One of the reasons why they got rid of the Frozen live at the Hyperion show at Disney California Adventure was because of the ornateness of those costumes. So I know that they're doing this for a particular reason. Jonas,
have we pointed out that these costumes are ugly yet?
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
I did it in the most polite way, Jonas.
Yeah. But the one thing that I will point out here with this picture is I think, are these all female costumes here? I assume that one on the middle right, and I don't know why I thought this. I thought that was supposed to be a costume for a dude, because it was supposed to be like something reminiscent of the period. No, that is the lady costume.
Are you? Maybe it's a tea lady.
Well, hang on there, Jonas. Remember the new Disney look standards. Anybody can wear anything. Why are we gendering it the way that we are right now?
Because
I just don't
natural
understand. And we're just about to wrap up here and send you guys to the pro show. But that is a larger than typical look, and also the one on the left. I got to say that looks like the captain from Treasure Planet. That would be the biggest compliment that I could give them. But at this point, it's straight out of the idea of period authentic for American experience and going towards something that is, I don't know, I wouldn't even call this theme parky. So
theme parky.
Yeah, something you might expect to see at a theme park, hopefully a premium theme park, but that doesn't appear to be the thing that they are doing here. Vash, wrap us up.
I think this is This is terrible. To be quite frank here, I was very shocked at the low quality and effort of these specific costumes. Voices of Liberty is renowned for their aesthetic look while performing, and to be downgraded to something like this, it's just it really is a shame. And I think Culture got it right, where they don't necessarily have the talent in order to create these costumes. And honestly, I don't think they want to maintain them either. I think there's a lot that goes into maintaining costumes that have that degree of quality and detail. So they don't want to undercut the costs of actually doing it. And like I said before, every single thing that we're seeing from the Walt Disney Company right now when it comes to the parks has been lowering the operating costs of the theme parks going forward right here to maximize revenue. And that's what's going on.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.